So hello everyone, in this video we understand how we can use promises in LWC. There are multiple ways to use promises, and first we understand what is promises in LWC. So I have created this component where I have created this example promise. So to create a promise we have to use a promise class. Then we have a two parameter. This one is a callback function, and in the callback function we have a two parameter, which is also like a function, resolve and reject. And then inside this callback function I have created one set timeout for 2 seconds, and I have created this one parameter is success, and if is success is true, then our promise is resolved. Promise is like a nothing but it's kind of work we have to done, and we don't know how much time it will take. So in this example we have created a set timeout for like a fixed time to test promises. So after 2 seconds our promise is resolved, so we use this resolve function and we pass the message here. And if C success parameter is false, then we use a reject function to reject our promises. So promises is like a work we have to do, and sometimes if you are calling any REST API, so it is like kind of promise, and we don't know about how much time it will take to resolve. So we use a promises, and there are two method, like there are three method actually to use promises. And suppose in this example we use a promises dot all function. It means suppose if you have like a multiple task, and there are one specific task you want to do. After those two uh, function two tasks are completed, then you have to do a third task. So there are a dependency of that two tasks. So you want to like do a third task after the completion of first and the second one. So you can use this promises dot all function. So it will execute like it will first like execute the first promise, and there is one array, so you can pass a multiple promises here. So we call this example promise here two time. So it will first resolve our first promise, then go for a second one. So if there is any error or rejection, so it will go for a catch part, and if both promises are success, then it will go for the then part and give the two result here. And result are like depending on how much promises we passed in this array. Like here we passed the two promises, so we get the two result. So in the result one we get the promises one result, and in the result two we get the promises two result. So let's try this code and understand how this promises function works. So let's open our salesforce. So I have already created this app page and inserted our component here. So let's just refresh this page. So I have called promises in connected callback, so it will automatically call and execute our code. So let's see what happened here. So our promises, our both promises start first, like a promises one is started, and promise 2 is also started. Like this message is came from here. Then it will wait for a 2 second and go for this condition and resolve our promise. So it will return a result after the 2 second. So let's say in the console, so here we get the result first, After 2 seconds, so promise is one resolved, and in the second result we get the promise two resolved. Okay, so that's how you can resolve multiple promises because of the if you have any dependency on the specific kind of work and you want to do a specific task uh, on the completion of that work, so you can use the promises.all function and pass the array with the multiple promises. So you can perform your task here after getting both result here, and that's how you can use this promise.all function, and that's how you can create promise. So let's say suppose if you don't want to use this promise.all, and suppose if you want to just execute this promise and without using a promise.all, then how you can do this. So let's comment this part first, and just you have to write the function name like this dot example, and here we have to give the parameter. So first is a index, so index is 1 and true for a success, and then you have to like write a catch part. Then here you have to write a callback function, and in the parameter you will get the result, and you have to write a catch part also to get the error. You also understand the error part as well, so here we just print the console result and result here, and for the error part we also print the error. And let's deploy this and let's see in the console how this will work. So let me just refresh this page. Okay, so our promise one is started, and you can see here it will wait for a 2 second and then it will give the result of promise one is resolved. Okay, and suppose during this period if your promise and if your task getting some error, then what happen and how it will captured as a error. So suppose let's say if we pass as a false, let's deploy this again. Now our is success parameter is a false and it will reject our promise, so it will automatically capture in the cache part and we get the error here. So that's how our like when you call any REST API or when you call any Apex function in the LWC, so that's how you can handle the result part and the error part. So let's refresh our page again. So a promise is started, and then you can see here after 2 seconds you will get the error. So error is like a promise one is rejected. So that's how you can handle the result success result, and also you can handle the error. So there is one more method to handle the promise. So let's say let's comment this, and here you have to just use a try catch, and in the try catch let's create one variable result, and we have to use async await here to wait for the promise to be resolved and true. Okay, and here let's say we print our result and result. Okay, and we also print the error. Okay, let's remove this, and we have to add a sync keyword here. Now let's deploy this. Okay, so what happened here, it will now execute our code and wait for the promises to be fulfilled, and once our promise is fulfilled, then we will get our result in this variable. And if there is any error occurred during this period, then our error is getting in the catch block. So let's see in the developer console. So now you can see our promise is started, and then we will get the resolve message after 2 seconds. So that's how you can actually use the promises in the different ways when you call any apex method, or when you call any like a third party REST APIs. So that's how you can use the promises with the different way. So that's it for this video. In the next videos we understand the different topics of LWC. So thank you so much for watching this video.